Hey guys, it's Melissa. So when the book BFFs came up with this topic, I thought I won't have anything to talk about really. I'm a pretty normal person. I don't have any weird book habits. But then the more that I thought about it, I kind of do have some weird book habits that are very OCD-ish. I guess that's why they call me the OCD book BFF. My first habit begins about 2 minutes after I open my eyes every morning. So I wake up feeling like P. Diddy, I grab a book, and then I go downstairs, I eat some breakfast, and I read. Let me tell you, I am not a morning person, so if I do not read while I eat breakfast, I am about as happy as Snape on Harry's first day of Hogwarts. Usually while I'm reading, I'll take notes on my handy-dandy notebook, which just happens to be my iPhone Notes app. And I do this because I have a terrible memory. Sometimes after I read a book, I can hardly even remember the main characters' names. So taking notes helps because then I can remember what I want to say when I go to write a review for my blog. Fun fact about me, I have a really photographic memory for useless things. Living with my roommate in college, she lost like a blue polka-dotted sock that she hadn't seen in like 3 years, and I knew that it was under her bed to the left, behind the box of tissue. I remember weird things like that, but then I can't remember the name of a character that I just read yesterday. How weird is that? Sometimes when I read, I feel like taking notes isn't enough. I actually want to put a post-it on a quote that I like that I want to remember in the future. But here's where it gets a little weird. When the colors don't match or the post-its are a different size, I just can't do it. It hurts my soul. But when they're the same color and, if they even match the front of the book, that's a plus and I love it. With the post-its, I also like my bookmarks to match my book. So for example, when I'm reading Origin, my bookmark would be Pepe or Damon. And this is actually really cool. I just got this the other day from Barnes & Noble. You can keep your post-its in your bookmark and then they don't get ruined or whatever. How cool is that? I'm also one of those people that needs absolute silence when I read. So if you're one of those people that can listen to music while you're reading, please tell me how you do that. I want to know. What is that? This isn't an episode of Pretty Little Liars. The exception to this is when I read outside or if I read at a Starbucks. But still I get distracted. If I'm outside, I see the deer and all the woodly creatures and they just catch my attention and they stop me from reading. I'm kind of like the dog from Up. Squirrel! When I'm reading, I like to read every single page. I'll start from the beginning, go straight to the end. So, Black City for Mom and Pops. Copyright 2013. Just kidding, that's silly. And then once I do get to the acknowledgements, I close the book and I kind of just look at the cover for a little bit and just think about what I read. When I go to put the book back on the shelf, that's usually when I pick the next book that I'm going to read. You know how most girls, when they look in their closet at all the clothes that they have, they say, I have nothing to wear. Well, that's how I am when I go to my bookshelf. I'll put the book back and start to look for something else to read, and I'll be like, oh my god, I have nothing to read. Even when I clearly have about 50 unread physical books on my shelf. I always read before I go to sleep. And if I'm at the end of a book, I'll try to finish the book before I go to sleep, because I can't start another book the same day that I just finished one. It's like literary infidelity, just can't do it. And then I go to sleep and the next day it starts over again. It's like a vicious cycle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to do something a little bit different so I'm not just talking at you like I usually do. Let me know what your weird bookish habits are and if you share any of the same ones as I do. Thanks for watching, guys.